Welcome back. So this is Ruckard Trailering strategy, part 12. Today we are going to make a new letter and start a strategy from scratch, so that we have with 5 commits or whatever. And then I will try to filter by volume. Not sure how. Maybe I will do another indicator or another strategy to find out what I want to use. Yeah, so I'll show you a video and we will start. Zignaly. All of the profit, none of the work. Invest alongside the top digital asset managers and funds. If you use my link and deposit at least 100 USDT or more to any profit sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable thick coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Okay. Let's see what we are going to do right now. So here we have some movement, which I have already copied as a debug. So that means that we can restore this version so that we can compare later. Okay. And so what we're going to do is to copy the Ruckard Zignaly template here as G Phoenix, which is the number with the name we give to all of this, and we can say something like we can say it something like other trailing Phoenix based on Ruckard Zignaly template A14. This is going to be DG. Okay, and so the idea is to reuse whatever we had before in all of the other commits. The problem is that they are commits from I mean, we can probably do this manually based on G and see what we can do with all of this. So we can compare trailering F to trailering G, then try to recreate all of the commits. So the first one is about the version and so on. So it's this thing here and this one here. We can save this, we can edit it. Let's open G down to so you can see this is 9. This is going to be G1, and down here we want G1. Okay, nice. So if I have done everything we should have this trailering G like this, and I can say something like proper name. Yeah, so this is TG, use proper trailering name. Okay. So this was done with DB. Okay. Yeah, how the strategy works. Let's see, here it is. This is how the strategy works. So nice. How the strategy works. Look at that. The strategy needs to be used in 1 hour, so the way of doing that is like this. Now we can check how, and this is here. DG. Show that the strategy needs to be used in 1 hour. Okay. Now we have some settings that needs to be modified so that this works the way we want it to work, which is take profit needs to be true, then receivable ratio needs to be true too also, and this is going to be 0.5. Okay, so we can say something like that's it. We can reuse the commit name. So template, the full settings. Yeah, template, the full settings were modified to match the trailering strategy requirements. And apparently we might want to say something like take profit. Why the hell can't I copy any of this? Damn it. Okay. Take profit has to be turned on, and the other change is about precision ratio. Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm not going to add anything more. So trailering specific inputs. It's about trailering specific inputs. Although I'm not sure. I mean, we probably want to add this in one single commit, because this is it. I mean, this is all of the strategy. Here there is like yeah, but this is all the strategies here. So we have the plot also. Yeah, let's add everything as a single commit where it makes sense. So we have these inputs here, these new variables, this whatever it is, the strategy itself. This is the plot. We don't want the plot. We also want this, so that take profit is taken into account. And that's it. So now we can check how there are the inputs, variables here, there, and so on. So this is going to be trailering super strategy. Okay. And oh wait a minute, I have forgotten to add this, otherwise. Trailering super strategy. Okay. Now we can say that we use the strategy and then that we plot the strategy. So we should have this, we use the strategy. Let's do it. Look at that. So trailering super strategy was used. Okay. And finally we have this plot here. Okay. And that means that now we can add this, and I can say we plot the strategy. Okay. Let's see. We plot the strategy. Okay. And there's the last thing you want to do here is to pump the version so that this is G2. That's it. So we can add this, say pump version to G2. Nice. That's it. G2. G2. And this is going to be our nice file. So I can go here and ask for G2 G Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. And here we have G2, which I'm going to add onto the video description so that this can be used by anyone if you want to do so. Okay. Yeah. So now I have G2 and I can work with the volume and so on. Oh, look at that. This is turning down. Why is Bitcoin price up today? 1 hour ago, then it goes down. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What the hell is this? Field value gap. Yeah. BTC done. But it does not, I mean, it's a good strategy, but it does not trigger any strategy from November, so it's not good enough for me. Okay, so here we have this VCO strategy that I'm trying to understand if it would help me to filter trades or not, because what I want to do here is to filter out everything here. So baby volume, we can move to a new pane below, and you can work around these volumes here. So you can see how this this candle is quite big compared to the other ones. So this is 8th of January. 8th of January. Okay, let me see. It's this one here. 17 o'clock. Okay. You can see how this is wait a moment. Okay, 16. You can see how this is orange, so we wouldn't have used this trade if it was because of this course. So I'm not sure how to do this properly. So I could also use an ATR and movement of the ATR from previous candle. See if well, that's a good question. How the hell do we do this? Yeah, that's a good question. Be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm back. Look at Bitcoin going down. Let's see what happens around here. Okay. So the question is, yeah. The question is, do we use this in order to know if volume is bigger or smaller than the mean of before, or do we just use an SMA or an EMA? Okay, let's take a look here. So according to this, here we have a lot of volume. Here not so much, but then it goes up anyway. And here we have less volume, although volume is going up here. I mean volume, yeah, volume is going down here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to write my own volume indicator to find out what I want to highlight here, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to do it. Okay, let's move this onto the existing pane above. That's it. Let's focus here and let's say the volume we want it to be new pane below. We can remove this and we can focus on doing some stuff here, like we could have an SMA. Let's see, do we have something like SMA? Yeah, so this is strategy, this is oh my god, what the hell is this? So I want this SMA to be above here. Okay, nice. Oh my god. Wait a moment. Yeah, okay. We need a volume SMA or something, because other way this does not make sense. Why can't I see the... Aren't we supposed to have to... What the hell? How I'm supposed to... Maybe I like this. Okay, let's click here and remove this, because otherwise... Levels of price scale. Default. source volume. Oh, look at that. BTC volume. Volume MA. Okay. Yeah. Now we have. Now we are talking. Okay, let's focus. But why the hell can't I? So. Why can't I find this anywhere? Haven't I added an SMA from Thomson or something? Look at that. Plot. Color white is to 200. Why can't I see it here? Bold BTC. SMA. Why I don't have an SMA? So that, you know, add to chart. Okay. So now I can take this SMA and move to existing pane below. And yeah. Okay, let's refresh this. Okay, now it's working as it should. So we have this SMA, which, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we have this SMA, which is going to be based on volume. Nice. And yeah, I don't want this. Okay, let's take a look here. What about the orange? So if this is higher than orange from previous candle, then it means it's a high volume. Is it enough with orange for this? And what the hell is orange, by the way? We cannot do anything with this. Okay, so orange is 7. So apparently you cannot change the SMA value. Okay, here you can see how the volume also goes up. So we have this one here, which is yeah. Okay, let's try to add SMA here, see what happens if we add this here, now that we know more or less what we want to do. So SMA from Thomson, which is quite simple but works for us. So move to existing pane below, which is volume. Please move to new pendula, and this one too. And now, wait a minute. Okay, and now we can say that this is based on volume, and then we only want to allow the price values. Okay, so now we have this 7 line, which we are going to test. Yeah, so here you can see how this what's the name? Yeah, this volume is higher than the green yellow. So we discard it. And the same thing happens here, but this one is a good one. Is there any difference between the two? Can we have long position here, or is it something that you cannot put here? Okay, look at that. We can use this with volume. This is going to be nuts. Okay, so let's find out which is a ratio here, so that we can understand. So once you finish this candle, you've got a ratio. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So you've got a ratio which is down here, which is the volume. And then this goes up till this value here. Okay, so this is a ratio 203 and we are okay. Nice. Let's say that we want to show, oh my god. Okay, so we want to show that this is 203 ratio and we are okay. And here we should have something similar. So let's see if that's the case. So wait a minute, this is not it, it's the other one here. Sorry. So it's the one here, 2 to the left. Okay. So this is 2 to the left. Okay. Yeah, so more or less this is 0.46 from here. Okay, so we are okay, 0.46, and that means this is a good idea. So let's see what happens here, not in this red but this in this green here. So let's add this thing here. So I think it was this green here. Let's see if it's the case. Yes, this green here. I mean, not, we want this. Okay, so this is like this and this. Oh, look at that, 0.67 too. Oh no, these are different ratios. Okay, so far we have these ratios which work well. Okay, So look at that. Here we have something that it's not okay. And wait a minute. It's here when you want this, and it's here when you want this. Okay. What about here? This does not seem. So this is the third one here. So big one, now this one. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's see what we find out here. So this piece of volume radio 0.55. Yeah, I mean this is not okay. Wait a moment. Yeah, I am not doing this okay. Wait a moment, please. Okay, this is the first one. So the ratio means that we want to change this and put it into the middle so that it matches. So the start needs to be on the SMA so that we can have difference between this SMA and this candle. So this is 165, quite different than what we were doing so far. Now here we have 169. Look at that. And what the hell happens here? This is 129. Wait, why? Less volume? I mean less difference of volume. Yeah, maybe this works the other way around that one would have thought about it. Okay, let's remove these stupid lines that we draw back in the day. Okay, so let's find out more traits. Look, this is one that we lose it, and it's this one here. Okay, yeah. Let's move this here. Let's move this here more or less. That's it. So this is 120, 115, which is an error, and this is also an error. Okay, so apparently if you have more than 160 it's okay, but if you have less than 160 it's not okay. Look at that. Well, hopefully it's true, 'cause we don't know. Okay, this one is true, but yeah, this might be more than 160 if you tell me. Look at that, 216. So apparently when there's a lot of volume there's a good chance that this is going to rebounce. So far this is promising because we get 100% of what we have tested, but this does not matter. This does not mean anything because we need more testing. So let's see what happens here. This one goes okay, but you know, wait a minute, this one is below it, so this one should be, this one is below it, so if this is, no, sorry, this is not below it. The candle, yeah, the candle is below it, so this might mean that you don't want it because it's too small, and something happens because look at that, you almost reached take profit. Let's take a look here, see what happens, because here there's a rebalance, and I think we also have this rebalance thing here. So yeah, this is more than 165, so we rebalance without no problem. Yeah, look at that. And this is going to be the same thing, if you ask me. Well, 1.5 mean 1 second, should make this smaller. 1.76, yeah. So far this is matching, so let's write this down. Yeah, so this is SMA, so 7 period SMA of volume. Then you need ratio between ratio, which is going to be volume times okay, so if VSMA 7 is higher than 1 and EVSMA is higher than yeah, either higher than 150, which is the one that we have here. Yeah, 160, let's say 160, then damn it, what the hell is this? Then take profit is okay, otherwise do not do the take profit. That's it. So we need to code this. Yeah, we need to code this. I wonder if we want to test more of this. So take a look at this. This is short that loses it, and yeah, oh my god, it works also. Wait, what the hell is this here? So you can make this big. so that you have this here. You can see how this is 0.21, so it's not bigger than 160, so you don't want to take profit, and yeah, you did not want to take profit. So this is quite nice. Let's see one more here. Let's see what happens with one more here. So it's here. Let's see what we have here. 107. Okay, finally this 10, I mean, I am in the right candle. Yes, so this one, damn it, we have several of them. Why is that? Yeah, so this 104, okay, this 104 is this 104 is less than 160, so you wouldn't do it, but it's a profit. So it's out of 7, 1 that it's not working as expected. Okay, so this is promising. Let's take a look here, see what happens. Yeah, so we have this one here, and then we have this other one here. So we just put this here. We should probably work with 1 radius instead of this, so that whatever. So let me see. Yeah. So this is another one that fails, because 160C means go ahead, but wait, have we selected the right candle? This is another one that fails, because it should be something else. Yeah. So I wonder if you want to use. Let's do more tests, but I think we are on the right track. Although what you actually want to do is to test this with a code, and that's it. Wait a minute, why November 22, why aren't there any more trades? Oh, yeah, this is a big movement that it's never reached something. This is something that needs to be polished, so that we can use, so that we can go on maybe with this thing about having an all order to be removed, or with trailering stuff. Okay, but what happens with this trade? Do we lose it or do we win it? I mean, it's not very useful to know what happens here. We win it, okay. Yeah, but it takes too long. It takes too long. Okay, so yeah, let's try to play with this SMA based volume, see what we get from it. So yeah, so now we're going to have another strategy that needs to be used at the same time. So let me see. So the place where you decide if you go long or short, it's not this trade but the previous one, and it's going to be the same trade where I'm going to decide if the volume is good enough for this to be used or not. So yeah. So what we need to use here is to add another super strategy. So let's try to do it. So this is going to be let's see. This is going to be volume bound super strategy, something like that. Okay. So we want something like ds volume. So this is volume bounds SMA length. Yeah, I mean, we have this thing about how to do SMAs that we do so that we can use everything here. Let's find it out and use it. Okay, so first of all I want to have this here so that I can bookmark it and come back if needed. Okay. Then we want the inputs for this SMA and for the ratio. Okay. So it's going to be here. So we want length in source. Source is going to be volume. I mean, can I select volume as a source? That's a good question. And the other one is type, if you want SMA or whatever. Do we have any of this somewhere here? Okay, so type, length and source. Do we have something that it's a bit less? Okay, no, we have not. So this is going to be volume MA. So this is going to be volume bounds group. Okay. So that's it. So inline is volume bounds. Yeah, I mean, this is if you want everything into the same line. Yeah, we want everything into the same line. So this is going to be wait a minute, what the hell is this? An SMA, isn't it? Yeah, this is an SMA, which is 7. Yeah, look at that, SMA 7. So once we go back here, by default this is going to be SMA 7. So we want this to be SMA and we want this to be 7. And here's the question, can we set this as volume or not? So going to check input.source from the Script manual .source, which are the values that you can use here. Input source. We didn't have this initially. I mean, we didn't have the volume thing initially. So I'm not sure what to do here. So let me see. Okay, if this is not the thing, we will do it manually and that's it. Okay, so this is going to be bounds, volume bounds. Yeah, so this is going to be volume bounds. So that volume bounds. Look at that. Okay, let's have a bookmark here. That's nice. So we have this type, length and source, which is, this is going to be volume, but I'm not sure this is the right value. So input source, yeah, input source by default does not have values, so you want to have, let's take a look here. Where the hell are you? Here. Here you don't have volume, so this is not going to work, if you ask me. We will figure out. Okay, let's test this 1 second to see what happens. So this is trailering. Let's check source code and let's test this new input with volume. Does it like it or not? 815. What the hell? Oh, yeah. Let's ignore this right now. Yeah, look at that. Arguments of input function must be of constant type or source. Built-in variables. Constant type. What? Yeah, but that's what we want to do. So this is going to be the volume. And that's it. Okay. Okay, so now we have this SMA, which we have something related to this somewhere. Where the hell are you? Get trend. Yeah, so we have this thing here. Look at that. So type is going to be this type here. Okay, then source is going to be volume, there's no doubt about this, and length is going to be the length from here. Nice. And this is going to have volume bounds SMA. Okay. Then we need a ratio. Okay, where the hell do we have ratio? Well, a lot of places. So we can use the one from here, which is this one here, and we can say that this is from group volume bounds, and we can say that this is volume bounds ratio. This probably needs maximum and minimum, but so far I'm going to do this ratio, which is going to be 165 by default. Then we will see what we do about this. So this is volume bounds ratio in ratio. Yeah. Yeah, and this is not in line with the other one. Yeah, that's right. Volume bounds ratio. Ooh, nice. So the ratio, so volume bounds ratio, it's going to be volume divided by volume bounds MA. Okay. And now we can say something like yeah, so if volume ratio is higher than this thing here, then this is true. And the other one is also true, which is trailering, no, volume bounds. This is volume bounds long. It's true with this, and is true also here with this. So we want this to be false by default, and then define with all of that. So we want probably this like this. So volume long, damn it, volume long by default is like this, and volume short by default is like this. Okay. Yeah, volume bounds ratio. Let's see if this makes sense from point of view. From a syntax point of view. We also need to plot this so that we can check if one of this is above it or not. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have so far. So volume bounds super strategy. We can remove this space here if we want to. Nice. So we can add this and say added volume bounds super strategy. Nice. So now we want to use it. Volume bones here. And we also want to use it here. Okay. Although this is not the strategy, but I'm going to test this and see if it's any good, because sometimes this happens to be a good thing, but this is going to have many trades that we were not doing before, so I'm not sure how is this going to work, if you ask me. Okay. Yeah, I see no difference. That's it. Was used. So now we have to use it in such a way that we need both of them at the same time. So this is quite easy to do because we have something. So we want one loop back and we want 2 strategies minimum. Okay. So now we can say something like make sure that trailering, super strategy and volume bones are used together. Okay, look at that. Hopefully this has some improvements. So look at that, this is 60%. I mean, no, this is not what I want to compare with. I want to compare it with G2. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to compare with G2, not with this version, which we don't know what it is. Here it is. Look at that, 70% profitable. Look at that. That's something better than what we had before. So we can reset settings just in case. We can take a look at the more settings to see if there's something awful somewhere. Well, so far we have not lost any of the trades here, so that's promising. So this can be made a bit better, if you ask me. I mean, this is something that works, but we could overfit this a bit more if we wanted to. And there's also the breakout. We have, yeah, we have many. One second. 0%. Yeah, this is pretty good so far. Yeah, so I'm interested. Oh my god. Maybe now they will begin not to work so well. In any case, I want to work with 1-1 because that's what it is. I mean, the ratio is 0.5 because it's easier for it to work, but look at that. What about a 2 ratio? Is it any better? Percent profitable 30%. That's not what I was expecting. Okay, in any case, we have done some improvement, if you ask me. I think this is some improvement. So I'm going to make a bump version so that we can enjoy this new version. Maybe we can take a look at it, test BTC DOM or whatever. Maybe we can find out another SMA value or whatever we think of it. But so far I'm going to I'm going to bump the version because this is an improvement, if you ask me. Yeah, look at that. He's 3. He's 3. And we need to understand why this does not work as expected. Fix it. Okay. Now we should have G3 here. So I'm going to edit a bit of description so that you can take a look at this. Here you are. Okay, so yeah, so let's do more testing because this is a bit deceiving, but I'm not sure. What about us changing 0.5 to 0.4, which was a good thing to do in the past, but not good enough. Maybe now this is better and we can find out some better results, some nice results somewhere. Yeah. To 13, 16. Yeah, we are a lot. We are a lot of times in too many bars. Okay. I think we need to manage the stop loss not to be a ratio but something else, because otherwise this is not helping us at all, I think. Because I think that the ratio can be better if, I mean, we could have better ratio if we use ATR and that's it, instead of using the other way around, which is take profit and yeah. Although in that case you are not doing we can also say please go to a certain amount. I think I'm fooling myself. Maybe we should have 1.5 and it should be fine, because if this is what we think it is, it should work properly most of the times. So that means that, you know, let's take a look and see. Oh, look at that. This is a loss because why? This might be bigger or smaller or whatever. We could have levels here that show how much ratio we have here. Okay, minimum has to be wait a minute. Minimum, okay, here it is. Minimum has to be 1.6. What about the minimum being something else? Like 1.6 instead of 1.65. Can we remove this trait here? 1.5. Wait, I am doing this right or not? I think I want this the other way around. Okay, let's focus on this. 2. Yeah. So this starts in 2. Okay, so this is 129. Wait a minute. If this is more than 165, you bounce. So the code is wrong. Wait a minute. How the hell are we doing this? Volume bounce ratio. Volumes bounce ratio 165. Wait a second. Volume, bones. Yeah, this is not okay. Yeah, this is not okay. Yeah, so the ratio is not okay. Wait a minute. Yeah. So the ratio is this. So this is volume minus SMA7 divided by SMA7. Yeah. Volume minus yeah, so the ratio was not okay. What were we supposed to do here? Oh my god. Okay, so now let's use whatever I wanted to do before. We have done some improvements that this was not the one that I was trying to do, because this one should not happen in the first place. Okay, let's see if we can reset everything here. Reset everything so that is 0.5. Okay, and now we can make some tests. So we've got 70%. Okay, 70%. 0.5. Look at that. 80%. Not 80%. 10%. Yeah, so once again it seems we have done something, but I am not very sure. Look at this graphs. They are quite good. But why the other ones are so awful? That's a good question to ask. Okay, let's save this, because this did not have this is okay, now we can bump the version. We will make a new version because this is not okay, not having a new version for all of this. Okay. Copy. I mean, now we should have this. We can bump the version to G4, and this is going to be G4, which I can push here. I haven't thought out what it happens when the volume is down. I think it's negative, then it's not bigger than. So, yeah. Let me find out what, damn it. G4. Nice. G4. Nice. So let's edit a video description. Nice. Yeah, okay. So should we keep this 0.5? Should we set this to 0.4? Should we try to improve what we are doing thanks to the different stop loss ratios based on ATR? I mean, this is a bit better, but it's uses more. I mean, the trades are longer. I'm not sure that's a good idea to have longer trades, because then drawdown is bigger. We don't want bigger drawdowns. So I think what we want is, we want a 1 ratio, so that we can understand if this is working as expected or not. Because if we reach whatever we have to reach, then it's okay. But if we don't reach it, then something is wrong, like here. So here we have this 2:16, which is quite big ratio. Okay. Not sure why there is no trade there, but okay. Yeah, because when you are doing one-to-one, then it means that you have less trades because the stop loss is bigger or smaller or whatever. Yeah, probably when you are working one-to-one, you have other settings, like do not use ratios bigger than 2:16 because that's very big. But right now volume is the other way around. Yeah, oh my god. So I think we want the minimum and the maximum, but before doing that we would need to understand if that's true or not, because this is 196, so the maximum is 206, or what the hell it is. This one is 176. Okay. Wait a minute, I have managed to move this. No, you want to move this properly. Here we have one of those long trades that that make everything to fall apart, because yeah. So we have this thing about the trades being old, which we can try to enforce here, just in case it's a bit better, so that we have more trades. No. Okay, so yeah. So I think we want the minimum and the maximum ratio, so that we can filter a bit better when to bounce and when not to bounce. But you know, I am not sure about this. Let's try see something, do something about it. It's not so difficult to write minimum, maximum. So this is something like 205. 205. So this is minimum ratio, max ratio. This is going to be minimum ratio, maximum ratio. Okay. Probably we want ones for long and other ones for short, but I mean, if you think about it, there should be the same thing for both of them. Okay. Okay, so no, this has to be less or equal than the maximum ratio. Let's try this and see what happens, because, you know, I don't know. Let's see what the hell happens here. I think I need to modify the stop loss. Okay. So let's reset everything and set the ratio to 1, which is the thing I want to test. So ratio set to 1, 0.40. Oh, look at that. Now I want to check what happens here. Because if this works more or less well, we might be onto something. We'll take a look at that. We don't have too many trades, but now they seem to fit quite well. Take a look at that. But this can be even be better, because now we can have this ratio to be something like 2, because okay, wait a minute, how much did we win with 1 ratio? We had 8.4 with 2 ratio. It's not so good, but it should be better with some few more trades here. 8.4. Damn it, I mean, it should be better, isn't it? Maybe not. What about 0.9? I mean, it might be even better. 0.5. It's yeah. I mean, it's 80% profitable, but we are a lot of times in the trades, and that's not okay. Anyway, I don't want 1-to-1 ratio, I want something smaller, because otherwise we want something like 1-1, maybe. It's a bit better, hopefully. Well, anyway, so I am checking that with 1-to-1 ratio, this is quite nice. And we are not a lot in the same trades. Oh, well, this one does not work so well, apparently. Yeah. I mean, this was promising that it's no longer promising. Okay, let's take a look at this disaster here. What the hell happens in 44 trade for this not to go well? This is a short trade. Wait a minute. Okay. So here there is a ratio which is quite big. We should probably remove it, but let's see how much ratio is this. Oh, damn it. Okay, so this is 183. So according to this, what we want to do is say that 183 is the maximum. So you want something like 170 the maximum or something like that. I mean, not with 175, maybe we have some more trades and it's a bit more natural. 178. Well, I don't want to use 182 or whatever. Okay, let's write this down, even if it's not sure it's going to be useful at all. So minimum it's 165, maximum is 178. Okay, let's try and see what we get from here. We have not checked what happens with long and short. Long does not have so much wins, and this is probably because some bias, but I'm not sure about this. Where the hell are you? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is quite nice, but I think it's overfit. So let's assume this is 0. Let's make some tests here. So we are not in many bars, that's nice. We have nice profit factors and whatever. So we might be onto something, but I am not very convinced that only 25 trades are good enough. I mean, I think this is too much overfit. Max drawdown 3. What about this? The previous one. Max drawdown 3 also. $22 trades. Yeah. I mean, this is what we want. And we are 1-to-1. Look at that, profit factor 7.9. That's very good. Okay, let's fine tune this, even if it's not very good. So what we want to fine tune is 178. 78. And we also want to change the ratio so that it's 1. But this needs to be better done than this. Okay, let me. Where the hell is the radio? Like this here. Because this is one radio. Isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let me see what we have here. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, we have two different changes here, which are the first one is not this one, but the first one is about this is number 3, and now we can add this one here, which is related to G5 settings. So G5 settings. Okay, now I'm going to bump this. Damn it. Now I'm going to bump this. This is going to be G5, and down here we're going to have G5. Look at that. So let's copy this. Yeah, we can test this, but the idea is to check if this is okay. I mean, no, bump. We want to bump this to G5. This is going to be G5. So we only have like 20 traits in 2 years, but I want to know if you have more traits or something. Okay. So now you should be able to check G5. Nice. Let's edit the video description so that we have this here. Take a look at that. And now, as we have copied this here, we should be able to reset everything. And we should have whatever settings we had here. So this should be a ratio 1, okay? Let's show this so that it's a bit better. Look at that. 1-to-1 ratio, and I want to fix to improve this ratio. Probably improve this ratio and probably have more traits, not only these ones here. So this probably could have this 1-4 so that we have more traits, but I'm not sure about this. Look at that, it's not so good. 1.5, is it any better? Yes, I mean no, but you know. Maybe 1.6 is better than not. Wait a minute, 1.6 seems to be a bit better. But yeah, we can optimize this whatever we want to. Oh my god. Yeah. 1-6 for the win. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, we could even improve this with the ratio and so on. So far, this is quite good, if you ask me. We have a lot of trades, and it goes up. So this is nice. Yeah, it goes down, but then it goes up. So, and it happens in a lot of them. So. I mean, maybe it's not so good as before, but you know. It's not this 20 trades, we have 30 trades. It's a bit better. Yeah. What about changing the ratio to be something else, like 125? The problem is that I'm losing some trades, so adding additional trades depends on how you do this. Yeah, so probably, so as the stop loss is smaller, yeah, as the stop loss is smaller, you get less trades. So you need to manage whatever you are using as a risk reward ratio, so that this is worth it. Okay, you know what I mean? But so far, this is wonderful. Yeah. Look at that. So 1-4 seems to work well, but I want to change this with the ATR later on. Oh, look at that. It's not so good always. Yeah, this is what we want to do. 1-4 ratio, and maybe the ratio between the return and the drawdown is not so good, but you know, we have more trades, so at least we never lose. That's the thing that it's nice to have. Well, here we lose, but it's not too much. Okay, what about changing this to 1, back to 1 instead of 1.4? It's better, isn't it? We have more profitable trades. Drawdown is not so good, but maybe 1.25 is what you want to use here. Oh my God. But what about using 3? I'm curious what happens. I mean 3 maybe yeah, the problem is we need to think this with ATR and not with this stupid thing, because otherwise we are not getting what we want to get. Okay, so let's this will work 3 to 1. Yeah, I mean drawdown is not very good with this reward ratio. Let's just start from again. I mean, I prefer this ratio, if you ask me, because the max drawdown is smaller than the net profit, quite smaller in many of the cases, so this is the way to go. So let's change this like 1.6. What the hell are you? 1.6. And we also need to check if long and short are good enough or not, because right now we assume that this goes well, but long and short, here you can see how long, I mean, yeah, both of them are positive, but what happens with the next one with offset 6? Okay, yeah, you also win, and long wins also. Okay, so this is going to be GC settings. I mean, it's not going to be anything worth mentioning. So we want to bump the number so that this is G6, so that you can have another version here, but you know, G6. Okay, let's use G6 by default here. Okay, so G6. So now we can bump the version to G6, and okay, so this is G6. Hit pursuit in main. Okay, let's have yet another strategy in the video description, because why not? Why can't you have... Wait a minute, what the heck done here? Copy. Okay. So probably internet has been reset. So that's something interesting. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have G6 here. So let's write down what's left here to do, because we have done a lot of stuff at So we have this new leatherized scratch. We have filter by volume, which could be a bit better. Yeah, use trailering, use strategy, yeah, whatever. Then what I want to do is do not use ratio to calculate a stop loss in an actual trade. Use ATR based on stop loss so that it's a dynamic thing. Okay. It means we are not going to have always this best thing, but it should help us to have an ATR that makes sense. Then take profit should not be 100%, but 80% or whatever. You know, this stupid thing about what's the name? It's here. Fibonacci. Okay, Fibonacci. Stupid thing, but many people use it, so we could think of using it too. Okay, so check if there is a short long bias. Test on BTC, USDT. Okay, so now I can work with you know, and what I will say is that the ratio might be 1:4, 1:3 without any problem. We should have better results. However, it's not always the case, so I'm not sure if we want this 125 or not. Do you know what I mean? Because now if we do some tests, well, you have some results. Oh, look at that. We've got 30 trades, which are few trades. Yeah. So with ratio, oh my god, but why is this going so wrong here? Yeah, I mean, I like 1:3, but 1.3 ratio, but then it's not working as expected, so I'm not sure about this. Yeah. The other thing we want to test is back test with ratio 1:3. Is it actually better? Okay, and then you also want something else which I don't remember. Yeah, I mean the stop loss based on ATR. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the one that has a lot of failures. Apparently, you mean. What the hell is this? Now I won't be able to find a bad result with 1.3. Okay, this is wrong, but yeah, maybe this one we can take a look at it and see if we see anything that makes sense to us. Look at that, 10%. So that means that if this is 10%, that here there was a big movement and we... So this is something about... Oh, take a look at that. What's the ratio here? Why this has not been... why hasn't this been filtered by the ratio? Okay. This is a quite big what's the name? Candle. 164. Yeah, I mean it's quite a big candle compared to the previous one. So 124. What are the fucking values here? Main rate here. Yeah, this is where we say 165. So this is not used at all, isn't it? Wait. Maybe it's something else. 166. Minimum ratio. Wait a minute. Minimum ratio. Yeah. Why? What's the ratio here? What? Let me check this again. This is here, which is more or less where it should be. This is here. Okay, oh, wait a minute, volume. Yeah. 1.7. Okay, 1.7. And what the hell do we have here? 1.7. Oh, look at that. 171. I think we can say something like, do not use it if it's 4 times as big as the previous candle. But I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I mean, sometimes it seems to work, sometimes it does not seem to work. Okay, and the other thing I want to know is compare offsets. Do trades always happen at the same time? That's something that I'm very curious, because That's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? So let's assume the default value, which is here with whatever. Now let's work out the first trade after February. So we have 2 of February 11. Okay, let's write here to things. So the question is, wait a moment. As you can see here, this goes long there. So we change this, it goes short. If we change this, you can see how the same thing happens here. The same thing happens here. By the way, as this is this one to February 11, does it work well? To February 11, it does not work well, but this is happening on each one of the trades. So somehow okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the first 4 trades which happen to have this specific trade. So let's take a look at the first offsets. So 62%, 10%, yeah, whatever. Yeah. $65. And now how much are we going to have? 65 also. Okay. Now, not here, but okay. Now here we also get the same trade, which fails, which we already know about it. So that's nice. Yeah, we need to make this we need to have this trailering and stuff. Trailering in actual trades. Yeah, if we do trailering in the actual sets. Yeah. So it's true that many of these trades have been. What I want to say is that yes, some trades are not being done, but many trades, many of the opposites, we have this thing here, and so we probably want to have 4, 4, 4 instead of this. so that we have something that makes more sense. Okay, so the idea is that you want to have 0, which is the first one. Then you want to have 3, which is another one. Then you want to have 6, 7. Wait a minute. If it's 4, so this should be 7. You always want to have 4 minus 1. So 7. You also want to be 11. You have 11 here. So that you can take a look at all the possible ways of doing this without having to look with all of them. So the way you can see how this moves there and there. But 19. Okay, and finally 23. Jeez. Yeah, probably the first one. Oh, look at that. This one is quite beautiful to see it. It's only 36 trades in 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Usually when something goes okay, it means that... Wait a minute, we don't have any trades. This does not trade a lot. Yeah, look at that. We have no trades on February 21. Why is that? Because something does not match what we were aiming at. That's what I want to do, the other improvements, so that we can have more trades or whatever. Yeah, the other one is going to be just breaking up. That's it, because otherwise. Okay, let's go to what we have here. So 8th of January. This is recent. Yeah, but we don't have anything more. Yeah, okay. So let's start with offset 0 and see what happens with the different offsets. Do we have any more trades here? I mean, I want to turn on this so that we see where everything is. Yeah. Why don't we have anything there? Because there's too much movement, isn't it? Look at this one. Nothing happens. Probably want the overview to see the overview. Okay. Yeah, so apparently you don't want to do anything here because there's too much movement, so too much ratio, so you don't do anything. That's how the strategy works. You only wait for the right movements to happen. So I wonder if we want these offsets to work. I mean, yes, we want them, but it's not like you okay, so yeah. Okay, let's end here the stream. I'm going to show you a video and we will end. Zignaly. All of the profit, none of the work. Invest alongside the top digital asset managers and funds. If you use my link and deposit at least 100 USDT or more to any profit-sharing services, you will be rewarded with $20 worth of non-withdrawable thick coins that can be used for paying Zignaly success fees. Zignaly.